welcome back to Low Luxury, the channel where I show you what authentic luxury clothing and streetwear looks like. Today we are going to be taking a look at a Stone Island sweatshirt, specifically from their Shadow Project sub-label, so let's get into it. Oh, and hey, before I forget, subscribe to my channel. If you're into this video, you'll probably be into a bunch of my other ones, so get into it. So first things first, let's take a look at the retail tags. So you get one tag here. It is a very long, skinny, rectangular piece of matte black cardstock. And you can see it's fairly thick there. Not the thickest I've seen, but on the thicker side. Down at the bottom there, in white, you get the Stone Island logo with that little symbol in the middle. Take a look at that font, that spacing, how there's kind of space inside of the middle of each of those letters, and the print is very clean overall. And if we take a look at the back, it is the same with that logo at the bottom, but then of course you've got your retailer and brand stickers. The left sticker has some stuff that honestly I don't really know, UOS, art call, tg.com, right? But then right there you've got the model number, which will apply across the other stickers and everything. So then on this sticker you can see under the barcode you have that same model number, a size in a little box off to the right, and then pullover, Stone Island S, I'm assuming for a Shadow Project, and a price there in euros. And then that is attached by a very thin black string which is tied through the back of the brand tag. Speaking of brand tags, here it is. It is a sort of slightly glossy black embroidered tag, white embroidery there. Take a look at that text. There's a little waviness to it, but again, it's got those very defined gaps and everything. That symbol in the middle, the way it's spaced is consistent with everything else we've seen. And it is stitched all the way down with clean single black stitches on the right and left sides. And on the back you can see it's the inverse with white and the black of the text coming through. And you can see this tag folds all the way over and goes through here, and that is what those retail tags were tied to, because that then holds in this other tag coming out the bottom here, which is much longer and skinnier. It does have an extra little piece of fabric there, interestingly, that's kind of folded over. And this tag is very reminiscent of that retail tag, the cardstock one. So it is a matte black, and it has this kind of fractal triangle design going all the way down, kind of starts thin, gets thicker and larger up here, and then thins back out. And then at the bottom we have that Stone Island logo, but then all in caps, bold lettering, Shadow Project underneath. And the back of that is just slightly sort of textured, scratchy white. Now let's take a look at the fabric tags. And you can see they are stitched in from the front with a single white stitch here. And at the very top you've got that size tag, in this case a medium. It's a simple loop tag just on top of the fabric tags here. Nothing on the back. And you can see it's a fairly thin M there. And then this one here is a semi-glossy white embroidered tag with the black embroidery, and you've got that Stone Island logo, and then you've got the Serta logo there with the code and the QR code. That's a great easy way to check authenticity there if it's available. And you can see the back side of that there with the inverse colors. And then under that, very interestingly, these are all sewn together again with a single white stitch, and it's telling you to cut it off if you want to, so that you can keep them all together while still being able to cut it off. You've got numbered pages here, and first you've got the company name, the fabrication, wash symbols, and then wash instructions. And at the very bottom you've got that EAC info. On the flip side you've got washing instructions in 4 languages it looks like, and a bit of space down at the bottom, and your page number down there. More washing instructions in I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 languages here, and a tiny bit of space left. One of the Asian languages at the very top there, and then a lot of blank space. But again, a page number at the bottom, that's page 4 of 4. And you've got one here that's blank until you get to the back. And if we turn that around, it's got a barcode at the bottom, a size, and then that same model number that we saw earlier, both there and up at the top here. And then you just get a nice extra piece here with an extra button if you need it, and you can see that one is branded. And you've got the back end of that sewing together that we saw earlier. Now if we take a look at the zippers, we can see they are YKK zippers, which, as I always say, is the sign of a high quality product, not necessarily a real product, but at the very least a high quality fake, right? And again, you've got YKK on the back of those. Now let's take a look at the patch at the sleeve. So you can see you've got 2 branded buttons on either side of it, and then you've got that embroidered logo with the cross here and the Stone Island going around it. That embroidery, as you can see, is very clean overall. There's nothing out of place there. And if we take that off, we can see that it is covered in the back with a bit of nylon, so you can see the back end of that embroidery coming through. It's just clean and smooth. And as always, look at the details with these things. For instance, these little details by the armpits here. They're really clean, really consistent, so look out for those little signs of craftsmanship and quality. Now, talking about the fit, I would consider this a somewhat slim fit with a medium coming in at just about 19 inches, and that slim fit is fairly consistent with what I've experienced with Stone Island products as a whole. So that is how you tell the difference between a real and a fake Stone Island sweatshirt, or any piece of clothing really. Take a look at this other video on screen, subscribe if you like it, leave a like for this video because that is super helpful to me, and I will see you next time.